Hi everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English Talk, the podcast where we practice simple English for daily life. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. Thanks for listening today. Maybe you're cooking, walking, or just relaxing at home. We're happy you're here.
Our topic today is one that's close to the heart. Hometowns.
Yes, a hometown is the place where you grow up. It could be a big city, a small town, or even a quiet village.
For example, some people grow up with tall buildings and busy streets. Others grow up with green fields, gardens, and calm nights.
That's right. Every hometown is different, and each one gives us special memories.
And remember, you can download our free PDF transcript for this episode. It includes today's new words, simple exercises, and practice questions.
Exactly. And we also want to hear from you. Tell us, what is your hometown like?
So, let's begin. Close your eyes and imagine. Where is your hometown?
Anna, you look extra happy today. What's going on?
Yesterday I went to a little cafe. There was a girl playing guitar in the corner. The sound was soft but beautiful. At the same time, the smell of fresh coffee filled the air. For just one moment, I felt like I was back in my hometown.
Oh, so music and coffee took you home in your mind.
Exactly. It's funny how small things, a sound, a smell, can suddenly bring back strong memories.
That's true. Okay, now you have to tell us more. What is your hometown like?
My hometown is a very big city. Tall glass buildings rise high into the sky. The streets are wide, always full of people and cars. At night, the lights are everywhere. On shops, offices, billboards, even at midnight, the city shines like it is daytime.
Wow, that already sounds exciting. I guess you never feel lonely there?
You're right. The city is always alive. Even if you step outside at 11 p.m., you can find people walking, eating, talking. Something is always happening.
Did you like growing up there?
Yes, I did. There was always something to do. Shops stayed open late. If I wanted clothes, I could shop after dinner. If I wanted fun, there were parks with movies on big outdoor screens, and sometimes music festivals right in the street. The city gave me so much energy.
That sounds amazing. But let's be honest, one of the best parts of a big city is always the food, right?
Oh yes, food was everywhere. That's one thing I really loved. You could eat food from all over the world. Italian pizza, Indian curry, Japanese sushi, American burgers, even Turkish kebabs. If you walked just a few blocks, you found food from a different country.
So basically, you could travel around the world with just your stomach.
Exactly. And the smells? Oh, walking down a street at night was like walking through a food market. One shop smelled like grilled meat, another like fresh bread, another like spices.
I'm getting hungry already. Did you have a favorite place to eat?
Yes, I did. Near my school there was a tiny noodle shop. It was not fancy at all, only a few tables, a small counter, and an old menu on the wall. But the noodles were amazing. They were hot, soft, and full of flavor. The soup was rich and warm, perfect on a cold evening. Every time I ate there, I felt at home.
I love that. Sometimes one small shop feels more special than 10 big restaurants.
True. It wasn't about the decoration. It was about the taste, the feeling, the memory. Even now, when I eat noodles in other places, I think about that little shop.
Okay, so your city sounds exciting and delicious. But let me ask, was it always fun?
Not always. Sometimes the city was too loud. Cars honking, buses stopping and starting, people shouting, music playing from open shops. Even late at night, the noise didn't stop.
So the city gave you energy, but also sometimes made you tired.
Exactly. In the daytime, the busy streets made me feel alive. But at night, I just wanted silence, and the city never gave me that.
That's the balance of a big city, isn't it? full of life, but also full of noise.
Yes. When I was young, I didn't mind it so much. But sometimes I dreamed of quiet nights, maybe with only the sound of wind in the trees.
I understand. For me, growing up in a small town, silence was normal. But for you, silence was rare.
Exactly. That's why little things, like a quiet cafe with music, feel so special. They give me a small taste of peace, something my hometown didn't always have. Let's take a short break to learn some useful words from my city story. First, noisy. It means there are many loud sounds like cars, people, and music. Example, the street is very noisy at night.
Good one. Next, crowded. That means too many people in one place, no space to move. Example, the bus is crowded in the morning.
Right. How about peaceful? It means quiet and calm. Example, the park is peaceful in the evening.
And one more, festival. A festival is a big event with music, food, and fun. Example, we have a food festival every summer. And now, let's learn a distinction that students often ask about. Street versus road.
A street is inside a town or city, with houses or shops on both sides. Example, I live on Green Street.
A road usually connects places, often between towns or in the countryside. Example, we drove down a long road to the next city.
So remember, street equals city, road equals countryside, or between towns. So that's my hometown. Big, busy, full of lights, full of food, and sometimes full of noise.
And full of memories, too.
Okay, Ben, now it's your turn. Tell us about your hometown.
My hometown is very different from yours, Anna. While yours is a big city full of tall buildings, mine is a small town. We didn't have skyscrapers. We had small houses, big trees, and quiet streets.
That already sounds peaceful. What was daily life like there?
Life was slow. In the morning, you could hear birds instead of cars. People walked to the bakery or rode bicycles to work. The streets were not crowded, and there was space to breathe.
That's a very different picture from my city, where the streets were always busy. Did you like growing up in a small town?
Yes, I really did. One of my favorite things was the night sky. At night, you could walk outside and see hundreds, even thousands of stars. The air was fresh and cool. The sky looked wide and endless.
Wow. In my city, we had too many lights from buildings. We could barely see the stars.
Exactly. In small towns, the nights are dark but safe. The stars shine so clearly, and sometimes you even see the Milky Way. That's something I'll never forget.
That sounds magical. What about during the day?
During the day, people were calm. They didn't rush. If you went to the shop, you often met someone you knew. The shopkeeper remembered your name, asked about your family. Neighbors said hello when you walked past.
That feels so warm and friendly. In a big city, sometimes people don't even look at each other.
Yes, that's one difference. In my hometown, community was important. If someone needed help, maybe a flat tire on a bike, or carrying heavy bags, people stopped and helped right away.
I like that. So, the town was small, quiet, and friendly. But let me ask honestly, was it always nice?
Not always. Sometimes it was too quiet.
Too quiet?
Yes. After dinner, the streets became empty. Shops closed early, sometimes at 7 p.m. If you wanted to go out for fun, there weren't many choices. We didn't have a big cinema, no late-night cafes, no concerts.
Ah, so very different from my city, where everything stayed open late.
Exactly. In my town, by 9 p.m., people were already home. The streets were dark and silent. Sometimes that was peaceful, but sometimes, as a teenager, I wished for more excitement.
I can understand. Did you ever want to move to a big city?
Yes, sometimes. I wanted more options, maybe a music show or a busy street with restaurants open all night. But I also knew that the peace and safety of my hometown was special. Okay, let's pause here and learn some key words from my small town story. First, skyscraper. It means a very tall building in a city. Example, New York has many skyscrapers.
Next, shopkeeper. That means the person who owns or works in a small shop. Example, the shopkeeper said hello to me.
Right. Then, community. It means people living in the same place and helping each other. Example, our community is very friendly.
And of course, peaceful. That means calm, no noise, no stress. Example, the countryside is peaceful at night. Ben, can you also explain close to and near?
Sure, both mean not far. Example, the school is near my house, or the school is close to my house.
So they're the same?
Almost. Close to feels a little warmer or more personal. But both are correct.
Great. So I can say, the park is close to my apartment, or the park is near my apartment.
Exactly.
So, your small town gave you peace, but also sometimes boredom.
Exactly. There were days when I loved the quiet, but there were also days when I thought, I wish something fun would happen here.
That's interesting. When I was young, I wished for quiet, because my city was too noisy. And you wished for excitement, because your town was too quiet.
Yes, it's funny, isn't it? We both wanted the opposite of what we had.
Maybe that's normal. People often want what they don't have. But I think both your town and my city gave us something important.
That's true. My hometown taught me to enjoy small things, a walk under the stars, a bike ride on a quiet road, a simple hello from a neighbor.
And my city taught me to enjoy energy, music in the streets, food from everywhere, the feeling that life is always moving.
Both are valuable in different ways.
So listeners, what about you? Do you come from a busy city or a quiet town? And what did it give you? Ben, after talking about our two different hometowns, I have a question. Do you ever wish we could mix the best parts of both?
You mean the fun and energy of a big city and the calm and peace of a small town?
Exactly. Do you think such a place can really exist?
Look around, Anna. That's what everyday English town is all about.
Really? Tell me more.
Everyday English town has shops, cafes, and even a big university, just like a city. But it also has quiet parks, safe streets, and friendly neighbors, just like a town.
That's true. I notice that people here don't need cars all the time. Many of them walk or ride bikes. That makes the streets feel more open and safe.
And everything is close. You can buy bread at the bakery, walk a few steps to the park, or meet friends in the cafe, all without traveling far.
That's perfect for daily life. Hey, why don't we take our listeners on a little walking tour?
Great idea. Okay, let's start at the town center. Do you see this wide street?
Yes. The cars move slowly here, and there's a safe space for bikes on the side. I love the big trees. They give shade in the day and make the street look green and alive.
Under the trees, there are benches where people sit and talk. At night, soft lamps make the street warm and welcoming.
Look at the crosswalk. The white lines are big and easy to see. When the light turns green, you even hear a soft beep-beep sound to help people cross safely.
Kids love the fountain in the middle of the square. They always stop to watch the water. And next to the fountain, there's a big town board. People leave notes there, things like music tonight at 7 or need help with painting.
That feels so friendly. On weekends, this street turns into a small market, right?
Yes, people bring tables and sell flowers, bread, and fruit. The smell of fresh bread and coffee together, It's just perfect.
And sometimes street musicians play soft music near the fountain. That makes the market feel alive but still peaceful.
Let's stop here and learn some new words from our walking tour.
First word, fountain. It means water that flows up and down in a pool, often in a park or square. Example, children play near the fountain.
Next, crosswalk. That means the white lines on the road where people can walk safely. Example, always stop at the crosswalk.
Third, market. It means a place where people sell food, flowers, and other things. Example, we buy fruit at the market every Saturday.
And here's a useful English distinction. Shop versus store.
In British English, people usually say shop. Example, I went to the shop to buy milk.
In American English, people usually say store. Example, I went to the store to buy milk.
Both are correct, just different English styles.
Now let's walk to Sunny Market, the big food shop here.
Oh yes, I can already smell the fresh bread. The doors are wide open, and people go in with carts and baskets. At the front, I see apples, oranges, bananas.
On the right, there's the dairy section, milk, yogurt, cheese. And in the back, the bakery. Warm bread comes out every hour. The air always smells sweet.
Even the cashier feels friendly. She looks up, smiles, and says hi. You just tap your card and go. Simple and quick.
Exactly. Shopping here doesn't feel stressful. It feels like part of daily life.
Next, let's stop at Morning Cafe. The windows are wide, so the smell of coffee goes right out into the street.
Inside, there are small round tables. People talk quietly. The lights are warm and yellow, making it feel safe and cozy.
Do you hear the music?
Yes, soft guitar in the background. Not too loud, just enough to feel calm.
And look at the counter. Fresh cakes, bread, and pastries. If I came here, I'd order tea and sit by the window, just watching people walk by.
And I'd get a cappuccino with a slice of cake.
Of course you would.
Now, do you see those tall buildings at the end of the street?
Yes, that's Evergreen University. The big glass library shines in the sunday.
Students walk in groups, some carrying books, others holding coffee. You can hear their voices, laughing and talking.
The classrooms are wide, with bright screens and long tables, modern but also warm. Teachers even greet students by name.
And after class, students don't just go home. Some play basketball, others sit on the grass with friends. It feels alive.
I like that. It's not only study, but life.
Above the buildings, do you hear that sound?
Oh, the SkyTrain. It runs fast and quiet, above the ground.
Yes. The SkyTrain connects our town to many places. The sea, the big park, even other cities. Under the tracks, buses wait to take people to smaller streets.
And for really long trips, there's the big train station only 2 stops away.
Right, but most days, people prefer to walk or take the SkyTrain. That keeps the center bright and full of people, even at night.
Ben, I think everyday English town really is the best of both worlds.
I agree. Shops, cafes, and schools give us energy like a city. But quiet parks, safe streets, and friendly neighbors give us peace like a town.
No wonder people love it here. Now it's challenge time. Let's practice English with the topic of hometowns. Listening challenge. Listen again and find the parts where we
Described Anna's busy city with tall buildings and late-night life.
talked about Ben's small town with quiet nights and starry skies.
Explained what community means in a hometown.
Compared a street in the city and a road in the countryside.
Second, speaking challenge. Say 3-5 sentences about your own hometown. Use today's words: noisy, peaceful, crowded, friendly, community. Example: My hometown is peaceful. The streets are crowded in the morning, but the park is quiet in the evening.
And finally, writing challenge. Write a short paragraph, 5-7 sentences about your hometown. Describe what it looks like, what people do, and how it feels. Try to use at least 2 new words and 1 location phrase close to near.
Today we shared 3 pictures of life. Anna told us about her big city, busy, full of food, festivals, and bright lights. I shared my small town, quiet, peaceful, friendly, but sometimes too slow. And together, we imagined everyday English town, a mix of both, with shops, cafes, a university, a market, and even a sky train.
We also learned useful words: noisy, crowded, peaceful, festival, skyscraper, shopkeeper, community, fountain, crosswalk, market, and the difference between street versus road and shop versus store.
The big idea is, no matter where you come from, every hometown gives you something special, energy, peace, or memories.
That's it for today's episode of Everyday English Talk.
Remember, you can download the free PDF transcript with today's vocabulary and exercises.
And we'd love to hear from you. Tell us, what is one thing you love most about your hometown?
Don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast with a friend, and keep practicing your English every day.
Thanks for listening, and see you next time.